She drove into her hometown and crossed over into an alternate reality. True story. The year was 2008 when a woman named Carol Chase McElhensey was driving through California headed to Paris. No, not the one in France, the town where she grew up, actually. As she passed through Riverside, a place that she could have sworn she knew like the back of her hand, something felt off. The streets, they were familiar, but the houses, they weren't. Her grandmother's house, gone. Even her old high school, missing. Even the cemetery where her family was buried, it didn't exist. Confused and, uneasy about all this, she decided to pull into a nearby diner and ask one of the locals where the cemetery had moved. Fair question. But they just looked at her like she was the strange one. They composed themselves and took a breath and a beat and calmly said, "There has never been a cemetery here." Shaken to her core, Carol got back in her car and drove on. But the moment she reached the next town over, everything was back to normal. She later returned to Riverside with a family member because she felt the need to share this peculiar experience with somebody. But this time, everything was exactly where it should be. The streets, her high school, her grandmother's house, the cemetery. Order had been restored. She was back into the reality she came from. So what happened that day? And what are the people saying, you ask? Well, some say she slipped into a parallel version of her hometown, one just slightly wrong. Others believe there was a glitch in reality. Carol herself said she was sure that Riverside she visited that day wasn't her world. So, have you ever had an experience like this? And if you haven't, what would you do if you did? It's just a question.